Zoila Frausto, BloodyMayhem.com. Obviously, you're holding the belt, the Bellator Fighting Championships Women's 115 belt. It looks nice.
It is very nice.
But it's also heavy.
Kind of heavy.
Go ahead and talk to us the last fight you just had, Megumi Fujii, or the tournament, in that fact, because I am going to bring up some questions on Jessica Aguilar and Megumi Fujii. So.
What do you want to know about the last fight?
Well, it's 5 rounds.
It was a war, man. I mean, I didn't expect her to stand up, but she did, and I got the better end of it.
She tried taking you down a few times, in the second half of the fight. It didn't work.
No, she really didn't feel. Well, most of those girls don't feel strong at all. But being that going into the fights that I have, not as healthy as I wanted to, especially after cutting that much weight, they still didn't feel as strong as they thought they would. So I was able to use my strength against them, and that helped out a lot in these fights.
Well, it's 115 pounds. What were you going in? What was your fight weight?
About 30, 35.
That's a lot. I mean, compared to these girls who were probably 118, 120.
Yeah, most of them walked around that weight, 18, 20, 15. Megumi weighed in at like 13 and a half or something like that. And I weighed in at 14 and a half, but the cuts were really hard for me, really hard. I'm not naturally a 115 pounder, so.
I mean, if you have to defend the belt, you can defend it at 115, or do you just say, this is my belt, I'm moving back up to 120 or 125?
It really all depends. I mean, I can do 115 again. And I've done it. I've actually done it 4 weeks after 4 weeks after 4 weeks, and that's what was really hard on me, was the tournament and dropping down, getting back up, and then dropping down. So now it's I can make 115 healthy, and that's what I did with Megumi. Even though I was completely burnt out after fighting for so much, or fighting fight after fight and cutting so much weight. I don't mind going back down to 15, especially to defend the belt at 15. I want to fight Jessica Aguilar at 15. I won't mind fighting Megumi again at 15, but I need that rest. My body needs that rest. And to be 100% the way I want to be against these girls, yeah, I have no problem making 15 again, but I would like to fight at 20 and 25. So either way, doesn't matter.
So, you brought up Jessica Aguilar. I watched the fight live. I've watched it again and again. It could have gone either way. The way I saw it, it was a split. It was split. I gave you the edge, but I definitely had a lot of people call me, email me, and say, "There's no way Zoila won the fight. There's no way Zoila won that fight." What do you say about those critics?
A lot of people are going to say what they're going to say. I mean, I won the fight, whether anybody likes it or not. And you know what? We'll do it again. I want to have that fight again. I believe I won the first 2 rounds. In the last round, yeah, she won that round. She came out and she hit me, and she hit me a lot. And though it didn't hurt, it busted me up a lot. Not only because I bruise easy and I bleed easy, but I was very unhealthy. And to go in there very unhealthy, cutting that much weight, my blood was thin, and as soon as I get slapped or punched just a little, my face was pretty busted up. So that made a huge impression on a lot of people, and a lot of people thought I lost. But hey, I'll do it again. I have no problem doing that, because at 100%, that fight is going to be completely different. So yeah. I can't wait to fight her again.
Well, the cut was also different for you, coming down from higher weights. But you also switched camps. You're down in Cincinnati with J&G or JG MMA.
Yes.
How was that training? How did it affect your, what was beneficial on it?
It was completely different. In Cincinnati, I felt like I had a home. It was completely different from what I'm used to here. I started with Jasper. I started with Buhawi. I know where I came from, but there was so much tension. There was so much going on. There was not enough attention that I needed as a professional fighter. At the caliber of fighters that I was fighting, I needed more. And I wasn't getting enough here. So I went somewhere else, and I got everything I needed there. I got my nutrition. I got my complete game from wrestling every single day. My entire schedule was mapped out for me. I didn't have to do anything but show up and do everything that they said to do, and that is what made me what I am today, and that's a world champ. So it's what I needed, and I've made those moves, and I mean, I always know where I came from, Buhawi got me started. Jasper has made my Muay Thai, the best. I'm one of the best, considered one of the best strikers in the world, and I owe it all to Jasper. But I had to make a move, and that's what I did.
Well, Bellator obviously give you the opportunity to get known worldwide, become the Bellator Fighting Champion. But there's it seems like you're more comfortable at 125 pounds. There's a lot more fighters elsewhere. I don't know if Bellator is thinking of bringing a 125 tournament there with them, but your contract is up. You're going to renegotiate that. Are you going to renegotiate with the option of you being able to bounce out to Strikeforce and fight some of the fighters that are there, and maybe even go up? Would you even fight Maisha again at a higher weight?
I would love to fight her again, but I would love to fight her at a catch weight, at a weight that I'm more comfortable at. If I have to fight her at 35 again to get that rematch, then I might just do it, because it'll be totally different, you know. But I would like to fight her at a comfortable weight, you know, for me, and that would be, you know, 25. And I've heard about her making 25, and everybody's saying that, you know, she's supposed to fight at a tournament for 25 for Strikeforce. So I mean, if I can do that, I'd do that. Bellator, yeah, from what I know, we're supposed to renegotiate. And the tournament might be at 20, might be at 25, but that's not going to be until season 5. So I don't know exactly how that's gonna go down, but I don't know. Whatever.
But you're lined up for it, though, right?
Yeah, either I'm lined up for it. So whatever happens. I'll fight at 15. I'll fight at 20. I'll fight at 25. You know, I'm at the top now, and there's a huge target on my back. There's a lot of critics. There's a lot of people hating on everything, and it's like nobody knows what I went through to get to this point in my life. You know, I fought 7 fights this year. I lost 162 pounds in these last 5 months. I've done so much. I deserve this, and whether people accept it or not, that's just too bad, because this is in my lap, and I have it, and I'm considered the #1 at 115. Nobody has beat Megumi. I mean, I lasted 5 rounds, let alone, you know, nobody's got past 2 rounds. She submitted 18 of those fighters, and she couldn't take me down. Like, what else do people want, you know? I can't make anybody else happy but myself, and I'm sorry, but I won that fight, and I'll continue to do the same.
No, you definitely won that fight. You know, she's a world-class judo girl and wasn't able to take you down except for that last 30 seconds of the fight. Mm-hmm. But you definitely won it. Congratulations on that title. 115-pound Bellator Fighting Championship here. So Zoila, thank you for the interview. Any sponsors you want to thank? Family, friends?
Mainly family and my friends. Anybody from Fresno, Madera that still support me or that supported me from the beginning. My team, JG MMA, George, Bad Reputation, Tussle Fight Gear, 5th Round Clothing, Mateo's, Restaurant in Fresno, Premier Training, the Power Station in Middletown, Ohio, Project Label. I think that's it. If I forgot anybody else, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And well, thank you, Bloody Mayhem.
Well, thank you. And a quick note. We were actually here at Thrive MMA or Thrive Fitness here in Madera. Tell us a quick little thing about what you just did today.
We're raising money, right? We're raising money to help 40 families here for Thanksgiving. So putting, I guess, baskets together for Thanksgiving. And I was signing like autographs and giving back, doing what I can with, I guess, my name now.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.